Ellen DeGeneres hosted one of the most well-known famous TV shows of all time, with a character formed on attractive celebrity guests. Welcome back everyone, we're back with another video about celebrities whom Ellen DeGeneres went off on. Number 12, Lea Thompson gets a turn on the stage. As Garrett's tweet traveled around the world, it spurred one of those with common knowledge of Ellen's nasty streak to speak forward. Actress Lea Thompson is back in the headlines after replying to Garrett's tweet after it was reposted by People magazine. Thompson is well known for her role as Lorraine Baines in the Back to the Future trilogy. Thompson just needed 4 words to express her feelings on the subject. True tale. It is. The narrative Lea was referring to was the general opinion that numerous celebrities who have worked with Ellen or appeared on her show and are aware of the host's habitual misconduct. Number 11, Brad Garrett is not afraid to be honest. When allegations about her began to circulate, the star of Everybody's Love, Raymond, appeared on her program several times but did not defend her. Instead, he said that her disgusting behavior was common knowledge. Brad Garrett took a clear position on claims of Ellen's misconduct in a tweet published less than a week ago. Garrett, who came to popularity owing to his role on the famous family program Everybody Loves Raymond for over a decade, chastised Ellen for her recent apologies to her workers last week. It starts from the top, Garrett said, referring to a culture of harassment and bad treatment of Ellen's employees. While we're eager to learn more about the other people who knew about Ellen's bad behavior, Garrett has been one of the most prominent celebs to date to back up Ellen's employees' claims. Number 10, Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara, like Ellen, is renowned for her outgoing nature and fondness for giggling. Although the two have collaborated on several sketches, some fans believe Ellen is mocking the actress. Sofia denied the allegations, claiming that the laughing was not directed at her. Number 9, Caitlyn Jenner. The two celebs didn't get along during Jenner's 2015 appearance on the show. Although they are both LGBT superstars, Caitlyn admitted that she was once opposed to the same-sex marriage, but has now changed her mind. Ellen retaliated by accusing Caitlyn of being unsupportive of the LGBT community, resulting in the now famous and continuous debate regarding marriage equality. Let's just assume they're not going to each other's gatherings in the future. Jenner said that this line of inquiry had estranged her from the LGBT community and that it wasn't fair of her to focus on her previous statements instead of asking for her viewpoint then. Number 8, Nikki D. Yeager was disappointed by Ellen DeGeneres. Nikki will be familiar to anybody who has been following the already well-reported stories about Ellen's startling behind-the-scenes conduct. The Dutch beauty YouTuber behind YouTube's Nikki Tutorials was one of the first celebrities to speak out about her January 2020 visit to Ellen DeGeneres' program. The influencer went on a Dutch talk program to discuss her Ellen appearance, and she had some harsh words to say. Ellen was described as cold and aloof by Nikki, who was surprised the presenter didn't meet her before recording. Because the only accessible bathroom was reserved for Jonas Brothers, Nikki was denied a private toilet. The Dutch vlogger said that in contrast to the lovely manner the Ellen DeGeneres show is advertised, the show was considerably less charming in reality. Nikki's expectations were completely flipped around, as she now prefers the show to Ellen herself. She subsequently said that her experience had been unpleasant since the host had failed to greet her before the show. Instead, she was welcomed by an overworked intern, she claimed. Number 7, Celine Dion. Finally, this is the oldest and by far the most embarrassing clip on the list. Celine, the singer, appeared on the program in 2007, and DeGeneres published a magazine piece on her and her family. "You appear to be preoccupied with something since you forgot to trim your son's hair," DeGeneres said to Dion. "Do you have an issue with that?" Dion replied. When DeGeneres refused to back down, Dion stated that whether her son had a bald head or long hair, people will object. Therefore, she will parent how she sees fit. Renee Charles, her kid, she adds, chooses his own hair choices. Number 6. Dakota Johnson. The 50 Shades of Grey actress brought up a gap between Ellen and her crew during her time on the show. Dakota urged her to approach her producer about her lost invitation when the host maintained Johnson did not invite her to her birthday party. The remainder of the interview is uncomfortable background content. Dakota Johnson's persistent honest presence on the Ellen DeGeneres show in November may have been the celebrity guest that began it all, according to the internet. It all starts with DeGeneres remarking that she wasn't invited to Johnson's birthday in celebration in October. Johnson responded with her now famous statement, "Actually, no. Ellen, you were invited." Johnson goes on to explain that she had no idea DeGeneres liked her. This may just be normal banter, but it didn't appear like DeGeneres was prepared for Johnson's response. Many reports of Ellen behind the scenes antics surfaced not long after the show. Number 5. Katy Perry. It was a little difficult to sit through this one. On May 17, 2017, Katy Perry was still unmarried when she appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Perry feigned to be disturbed by the prospect of getting married again, and DeGeneres wanted to play a game of Would You Rather. "You weren't married," DeGeneres said afterward. The bit then takes a turn for the worse. Perry has to name her ex-boyfriend Russell Brand, which is uncomfortable, awkward, doesn't begin to describe her relationship and break up with him, given how public it was. Perry then claims during that episode DeGeneres offered her gifts for her wedding, and he makes a notion to cut it out, and they didn't. Number 4. Hasan Minhaj. Hasan of the Patriot Act made an appearance on Ellen in April of 2019 and received a warm welcome despite claiming to be a great admirer. DeGeneres misspelled his name, even worse, he replied with a resounding no. Instead of asking for correct pronunciation, she became enraged and said yes. Minhaj was courteous but adamant about teaching her and the rest of the country how to pronounce his name right. He also stated that it was crucial since his parents were present, and he makes a valid point. If you can pronounce Ansel Elgort correctly, why not Hasan Minhaj? The number of syllables is the same in both. Number 3. Justin Bieber. The paparazzi published photos of Justin Bieber nude on vacation in 2015. DeGeneres questioned why he didn't see the photographers and even projected the nudes behind them on the screen. Of course, they were filtered, but still. DeGeneres also adds a photo of herself in a bikini to the mix, which helps to alleviate the tension when she interrogates him about the friend who was staying with him, though it becomes awkward all over again, and he said, "Stop, buddy, you're making me blush." Number 2. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift appears on the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2013, a video released on YouTube. Swift's boyfriend Zac Efron is mentioned by DeGeneres right away. DeGeneres dismisses Swift's claim that they never dated and continues to refer to Efron as her boyfriend. DeGeneres then expressed a strong desire to learn more about who is behind the song "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together." As a result, she begins to project celebrities' faces onto the screen, prompting Swift to ring the bell. When it comes to them, Swift has been linked to all of the guys, and it's painful to witness. Swift, after screaming, states, "This makes me feel so horrible about myself." Taylor Swift is well known for being a talented composer as well as a serial dater. Despite the fact that she generally laughs off Ellen's criticism, the singer was visibly embarrassed during a 2013 interview in which her relationship history was trashed. Number 1. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, a longtime friend of Ellen's, considered her one of the coolest individuals in the entertainment world. He also stated that if he were her, he would leave the program since she is well off and does not need to deal with criticism. How do you feel about Ellen's program, and which of her shows is your favorite? What are your thoughts about her TV shows? Tell us all these and give your valuable suggestions in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.